Welcome back to Good Living Alaska. This week we go ahead and test and install a new Starlink system. We go ahead and set up Ring cameras for outdoor security. We do some final repairs by caulking all the seams in our master bathroom. Then we start and finish our shelving and rods in our closet. We install a new thermostat for energy efficiency. We quickly install a new sink. Then stick around to the end so you can watch us candle our baby chick eggs. And finally, we get some wheels on a project that Jillian has been wanting me to finish. All right, so being off-grid and kind of further into Alaska's wilderness, one of the things that we had to get was Starlink. So in order to get internet out here, the only option is Starlink or using cell service. And there aren't very many good cell services out here yet. Now, I remember before I left Texas, there was T-Mobile. It was like $30 a month, and you were getting like 400 megabytes download or something like that. It'd be nice if they bring something like that out here, but they don't have that yet. And I think it's just because being so rural and out of the big tower zones, which I'm okay with being out of big tower zones. But as far as service goes, we're going to be dealing with Starlink. And so the Starlink service will provide us enough to do our uploads and downloads. We've been playing with it for the past couple weeks and we really like it. So we're going to go ahead and get this installed. And I thought, well, maybe I'll install it on the house, but we brought our shed over here and there's actually a pretty nice opening. It looks like I'm going to go test it in just a second, but it's pointing in the northern direction. So it should be able to provide the service that we want without too many interruptions or obstructions. I've noticed that that's a big thing with the Starlink. I was laying on the ground on the side of the house and even just the lip of the side of the house was enough to obstruct it to where it was a lot slower speeds. So looking at this here, if I put it at the top, it won't be that big of an issue. From what I can see, I don't see anything that would necessarily cover it, but I'm going to test it just to make sure.
I'm walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete. I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way. Nothing can ruin my day. No matter what anyone does or say, I smile at fools. No, I don't care because I am on my way.
All right, so as you can see there, that looks really, really good. So that's the location I want to put it. Now, I did buy a stand here, and that's what I'm going to use to attach it to the roof there. That way it kind of extends it above because I was kind of worried how far the obstructions can be. I was worried the top may not stick far enough out of it. So I bought this here to bring it above the roof, and I'll put it above there. Now, as you know, Starlink heats up and melts snow, so I'm not really worried about any of the snow being an issue. The biggest thing that we got to be worried about, as you know from this video, is the wind. The wind is absolutely terrible sometimes, and I'm more worried about the wind. So this is luckily pretty solid aluminum, it seems like. So I'm hoping that this will do the job that we are looking for. Let's go ahead and get this installed.
So while Blake is working outside, I've been inside working on Etsy orders, and I'm really thankful for all the orders that you guys have placed. Just wanted to let you know, if you guys are looking for a Mother's Day gift or you just want to treat yourself, which there's nothing wrong with that, I will still be doing the kits, even though we're getting close to having the baby. I am taking orders on all of our other products, so make sure you check it out. We'll put the link in the description. But just wanted to kind of show you real quick, once again, if you're new, what the sourdough starter kit includes, which is our most popular product. It includes a mason jar with our sticker on it. It includes one of our stickers. It includes our dehydrated sourdough starter. That is our personal sourdough starter that we've dehydrated and packaged really nicely in a vacuum sealed package. And then it also includes easy to follow step-by-step instructions. And then all this is nicely packaged together. And then it also includes a spoon and 2 coffee filters. So if you guys would like to give it a try, make sure you check out the link. But just wanted to say thanks again for supporting our Etsy business. And just wanted to remind you guys too, if you're not subscribed or if you haven't liked our videos, make sure you do that because it also really helps us out. And it also lets you know when our video drops. But most of all, you guys, thank you so much for supporting Good Living Alaska and watching our videos. We could not do this without you guys, and we're so thankful to have you a part of our family every week. Now back to Blake.
All right, so I was looking online. It looks like this thing is pretty easy to take apart. You're supposed to lift and pull. There we go. All right, that wasn't too bad. This should fit right up in it.
Yeah, I am on my way. I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on my way.
All right, let's go see if we can get this up there.
I won't slow down. I'm strolling down the street with all of my favorite songs on repeat. I'm dancing through.
All right, well, there you go. Got the Starlink up. Let's take a look and see how fast it is.
'Cause I am on my way up and I won't stop, I won't slow down.
That's actually the fastest that I've seen it here yet. Of course, I was having it on the ground and it was kind of under part of the overhang of the house. The only thing I need to get really is a 75 foot or 100 foot cord. That way I don't have so much drag on it, but that'll be something I can get later on. That's not a big deal. Right now we got it up and running. It's working really good. That's pretty fast for what I've seen here recently. That's probably the fastest that I have seen. All right, so what do you think? You're liking the internet? You're liking having nice high speeds?
I am. Even though we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, it is working great. Definitely recommend Starlink, especially if you are going to be in Alaska.
All right, so for another little project that we have, when we were at Costco last, we noticed they had a sale on Ring cameras, and so we decided, well, for security reasons, I guess we're going to go ahead and get a Ring camera. It's nice to have just in case. It also kind of tells us if there's like a bear just sitting outside the door. It's always good to have that information if you need it. And the other thing too is because of the area that we're in, that is a high vacation area, a lot of people accidentally find themselves down our driveway. And just in case anybody gets a bright idea, I guess we'll have a camera that at least records their driver's license and their face in case we have an issue. So yeah, we found these 3-pack here at Costco. It was like $200 for 3 of them, which is pretty good. They're the battery-powered indoor-outdoor cameras, which is great because there's a lot of precipitation here in Alaska, whether that be snow or rain. And there's always kind of like that little light rain here that happens in Alaska. But we're going to go ahead and install the main camera for the door here right up there. And then I have the other two, which are going to go on some of the beams, one in the front, one in the back, just to kind of watch who may try to go in through the side doors or who actually drives up the driveway and decides to turn around, which is perfectly fine as long as they're leaving. But we're going to install one on the main beam and the back side, just so we have that security footage. The only negative part, I think, is the fact that they're white. I ordered some black silicone covers for it, and then I might end up painting this section here black. Apparently you can't paint this black, so I don't want to mess with that just in case if it has an issue. But this here you can paint black because it has no electronic parts to it. So I might end up painting that black in the future. And then this here, I have a cover for it. Now inside of here, I know there are multiple places where I can put screws, but temporarily, I'm just going to put the one right here. And just to make sure that this is the location I like it, but this will make this install extremely simple. All right, and there we go. We can see it is live. Very easy to install. And later on, after we decided that we actually like this location, that's when I'll install the other 3 screws just in case we need it. Hopefully we won't need it. And it wasn't too expensive. They're paying us like $50 a year for one camera. All right, well, that was very easy to install. After we get the black silicone, I think that'll look a lot better. And then I can paint that upper white part here, either to match this maroon, or I can just paint it black to match the door. But that'll be at a later date. All right, so another thing that we're gonna get done here is caulking. So the builder, he went ahead and put in this double vanity for us. He did not caulk this, and in fact, he asked me, and I said, no, I'll take care of it, because I like to do the caulking a certain way, just because I know that some people can smudge it and just basically rub it into the wood and everywhere. So we went ahead and got this taped off, and I'm gonna go ahead and put caulk in there. That way it's a nice little bead of silicone in these little spots here. All right, there we go. I'm all done here. Let's take a look at it. I think that looks pretty fantastic. You can see the reflection from the sun there. I wanted to make the bead really small so it doesn't cause any mess ups, but I think it looks fantastic. All right, well, that's it for this project. We're going to head over to the next project. All right, for another little project, we got to get this shelf and rod brackets in here. We're going to do 2 of them, one for me, one for Jillian. And our boards, we got some pine board from Home Depot, and we're going to measure real quick. So our 8-foot pine boards, we're going to have to cut them down to 91 inches. And Basically, we're gonna have 2 rows. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those pine boards cut down real quick. So it's still a mess over here, but it's just gonna continue to be a mess as we're fixing up and doing little repairs here to the house. All right. Let's see here. Ah, perfect. This one looks good. All right, I'm just gonna go cut this next one and then we'll get to hanging. So typically when you have the double shelf rods, it's like 40 and 80, but we're gonna go 43. And to have some room on top, since we're doing a shelf, we want to give it some more space. We're just going to do, like Jillian wants to just do some of her slipper shoes and stuff like that. So this has 3 inches. So we're going to add 3 inches and then add another couple inches to equal 47. So we're going to do 43 and 90. And 90 is pretty tall, but I mean, I'm tall, so I can reach 90, no problem. So the top's going to be mine, bottom's going to be hers. All right, well, that's a pretty good fit. I'm gonna go ahead and go cut the rod for this as well, 91 inches. Perfect. All right, that also fits. We're in business. Might as well go cut the other one as well. All right, so the last row is at 90, so I'm going to measure that out and put it there. All right, now time for the finale. We're going to put the shelf and the rod up. How does it look, babe?
Wow, that looks so good. I love the black brackets.
Yeah, I know. It looks good in there.
It looks really good.
All right.
Awesome job. Daddy did a good job, huh?
All right, well, there it is. Easy project. I think it looks pretty good from what I can tell. We're nice and straight. Now we can actually use our closet now that we've got shelves and rods. All right, so another little project that we decided to go ahead and tackle is a thermostat. So we got one of the basic thermostat digital models, and we're replacing this, I guess you could say, analog one. And the reason why is because energy efficiency when it comes to the use of this. Whenever you turn this on, I mean, it's just the amount of degree change is very, very difficult to make perfect. And so you're going hot, cold, and constantly changing the temperature in the house, which is not very energy efficient. So being that we're off grid, the more energy efficient we can get, that's what we're gonna do. And this only takes 2 AA's and it lasts a very long time, but it allows us to be able to control the temperature a lot better. We do have in-floor heating here, which is very energy efficient. It uses gas to heat up a boiler, which then is pumped throughout the house, and that keeps the concrete warm for about 2 days. So very energy efficient. We do plan on using, during the winter, mostly our stove to heat this area, and that will allow a lot more energy efficiency as well, because then it won't have to turn on as much, maybe every 2 days, which would be a lot better for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one uninstalled, this one installed. They're very simple. They just have 3 different wires. I'm only gonna use 2 because all we're doing is boiler, and that's it. All right, that's it. That's basically all set up here. Just got to add 2 batteries and we are good to go. But extremely simple. On to the next project. All right, so we got another little project in the bathroom. So this is the second bathroom. This house only has 1 bedroom, 2 baths. And that faucet, Jillian wants it to kind of match the other one, which I don't blame her. One of the things that we kind of do whenever we buy a house is we get it ready to sell, honestly. It's just a practice that we have been doing. This is our third house that we have owned. And so we always just kind of prepare to sell it, but we don't want to sell it. We'd love for this to be our main house for a very, very long time. But again, I prepare just in case, right? Plus you never know. I mean, if one of us passes away, I mean, I know we're young and not looking to that, but you never know in life. Me working in the medical field, I've kind of realized that you really never know. And so one of the things I do is I want to get it prepared to sell. And so that's what I'm doing. And we are getting it looking nice. That way we can also enjoy it while we live in it. I gotta change out this faucet, but first we gotta take the old one out. All right, moment of truth. Let's see what we got. All right, looks dry. I don't see any dripping. All right, well, I think we're in business. Not too bad of a fix. Took me about 40 minutes, but we're done. Looks good too. All right, babe, what do you think, huh? Looks good?
Yes, I am loving this faucet. It is much better than the one we had, a lot sleeker looking. But I did want to say too, it is nice having a husband that can do this kind of stuff. Living in Alaska, we've learned that it's kind of a do-it-yourself state, especially the area that we're in. There's not a lot of people who do this, and the ones who do, there's a monopoly on it, meaning that there's maybe one or two plumbers, one or two electricians, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not for the area that we're in. And they charge a lot. So you will be paying for it. So it is really nice having a husband that can do stuff like this.
Well, thanks, babe. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Either way, it's all about saving a couple dollars. That's what matters. And it looks good. And it matches the other.
It does match. So thanks, babe.
Wow. So last week you saw Harrison and I incubating some eggs. And this week we're going to go ahead and candle them, make sure that they're growing. Now, when we're candling them, what we're going to be looking is we're going to be looking inside to see if we can find any vessels or even chickens growing in there. And if they're not, then we know it's going to be a dud. Typically, it's an 80% hatch rate. So that 20% that does not hatch is usually ones that aren't properly fertilized. And so, you know, there's a chance that since we lost Big Red, that we have some that weren't actually fertilized that I grabbed, but, you know, I had to try. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at them and see which ones are fertilized and have veins or even chickens inside of them. And very easy to see when you candle. And we're going to go into our dark room, which is the only room that doesn't have a window, which is our spare bathroom. So Harrison and I are going to go look into the spare bathroom. All right, we're going to get this off of here. Yep, we're going to go look at them. I'm going to take them out and go look and candle them. There we go. We got lots of eggs.
Baby Earth.
You gonna see baby Earths in the eggs?
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's turn off this light here. Okay, turn off the big light.
This?
Yep. Let's go ahead and we're gonna hold it at the bottom and see if we can see anything. What do you see in there? Do you see anything? Yeah. You see the baby Earth in there?
Yeah.
Sure enough, look at that. Yeah, little one growing in there.
Yeah, Dada.
So you can see the chicken in there.
Yeah.
See that chicken, and you can see the vessel here. Look. You see the vessel? See it has a vein. And you see the baby chicken in there? Growing?
Yeah.
Wow, huh? Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
We got a couple baby chickens, huh? Look, this one has one too. You see a baby chicken in there?
Yeah.
Let's see this one. See, now this one here, this one you can see through really well, which means chances are there's no chicken in that one. I don't even see any vessels or anything growing in there. You see that? I don't think there's a baby in that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
No baby in that one.
What about this?
There's a baby in that one. You see how dark it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always tell when they're dark.
Yeah.
All right, so from what I can tell here, it looks like out of the 24 chicken eggs we have in there, because I added some extra ones up top, it looks like we only have about 18 of them that have babies in there, which is not bad. That's pretty good for what the situation was. So we should hopefully get 18 baby chicks out of it. Again, some of those still may not hatch, and usually about 50% are males, 50% are females. So we're definitely gonna get a lot of chickens, and of what males we don't want to keep, we'll have some meat birds as well. We do expect to get some meat birds because we did buy more meat birds this year, and I'm not sure when they're gonna come in, but we had to order those specialty. Otherwise, I would normally use incubated males as meat birds. But we're gonna go ahead and get these back on the heater so that way they don't get too cold. But that's a pretty good rate. I'm happy with that. That's 18 chickens is really good if I can get all of those to hatch. All right, everything's back up and running. Pour a little bit more water, make sure the water stays up. There we go. As you can tell here, these chicks have outgrown this crate here, and so it's time for us to move them into something bigger here. They keep flying, they want to fly away. Anyways, we're going to move them into this dog carrier. Now this dog carrier, as you saw, we use this to actually bring in our big chickens, and now we're going to use it to grow up the smaller chickens because we don't have a chicken coop built yet. Usually you don't want to mix the youngs with the olds anyways. We're going to use this large dog crate to raise the chickens up a little bit. That way they're big enough to be introduced to the other chickens and not have an issue with fighting and losing their life over it. So I'm going to go ahead and get them all set up in here. Look at them. Come here, Bubba.
Oh.
Look at them up on the cage, huh? Isn't that funny? Come on. Yeah, we're going to put them in here. This is the new house.
Let me catch one.
Yeah, catch one.
Oh.
Hold it.
No. Oh, no. I'll catch one.
You going to catch it? Good job. Yeah, reach in there, grab it. Good job. Whoa. You're so cute. Are you going to put it in its new house?
Yeah.
Good. Good job.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't need change.
It's a new house.
Oh, the one is no, out.
The other one wants to go in there. Grab it. Help it.
Oh,
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Grab it. Good job.
yeah, that one's somebody.
Good job.
That one's out.
There you go. All right. Do the chickens look happy?
Yeah,
All right. Are those your chickens?
yeah.
They look a lot happier, huh?
That's it.
They have a lot more room.
Hi. Come here. Hi.
Oh, you petting it? Is that a good chicken?
Yeah.
What are they doing over there, huh? Chickens love to move all of their bedding, don't they?
It's so high.
Yeah. All right, well, as you can see there, they have plenty of room now. More than enough to do what they need to do and grow more. So we're going to let them continue to grow up in this. At least we can still reach in there and get them and touch them. So that way they can get used to us. So I actually gave them some moving wheels here so that way I can move them around here. But mostly just to get them back to where they were over there by the door. But I wanted to be able to move them also after we're done here back out to the coop whenever they're ready to go back to the coop. Either way, they're getting big and Harrison's getting excited. So we can't wait till they start laying eggs, but we got about 6 months before that happens. We're going to keep them growing, keep them well fed, and as you can tell, they grow very, very fast. All right, so we're inside our utility room here. Now we got a little project that we're going to do in here. We are going to go ahead and put some wheels on some of these crates here that we bought from Costco in order to have something that can roll underneath these cabinets and put some storage in there. So Jillian thought it'd be a good idea that we go ahead and put these on here. So I got 3 of them here, and we're going to put these wheels on there and put our stuff in there and see how they fit underneath there. The only thing that I'm kind of concerned about is like the center weighing it down so much that it kind of bends in there since it is kind of plastic, but I think it should be just fine. I made sure to get the really heavy duty wheels in order to make sure it could carry the weight of all the Clorox and all that stuff that we buy at Costco, because we usually buy the big box of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this knocked out. All right, first hole's in here. I'm gonna turn it over and see how deep it went through, because they're very thin. They are good plastic though. Yeah. All right, so for clearance inside the box, what I've decided to do is I'm gonna put the bolts up through this way and then just nut them on, and then I'm gonna take an angle grinder and cut the top off of these bolts far enough to where these wheels can clear it. Otherwise, they're not going to clear. And I'll show you that real quick. You can see here how it gets trapped on that. So when it gets trapped on that, that's not going to be any good. You're not going to be able to use that. So that's why I'm going to take the angle grinder here in a second and just cut it level to where this wheel can turn all the way around without an issue. Hey, Bubba.
So what are you doing in here?
I'm trying to fix you this.
Oh, what did that have wheels?
Yeah, I'm going to put wheels on this, huh?
What?
Yeah, wheels.
Lime.
Then we can roll it under there.
Oh.
All right, found my grinder here.
Well, that is amazing.
Is that amazing?
Yeah.
I decided to see if I can get something less sparky for our situation here. Oh yeah, that's so much better. So much faster too.
Yeah.
You like it too? There we go.
It's another one.
And there we are. That's the idea right there. It spins around just fine. What do you think, Bubba? You like it?
Yeah.
All right. All right, now we're going to do the other 3 wheels.
I got 3 wheels.
Yeah. Are you excited? All right, that was a whole lot faster. Now we can solve all this. All right, well, there is the first one. As you can see there, having the bolts down is a lot better. And there are the wheels here. Looks good. Should do the job. It rolls beautifully. All right, only got 8 more to go. All right, so there you go. That's how we're gonna have it. We can either keep the lid on or off, but if I put the lid on, I can push it just right underneath. And there you go. Just like that, we have undercarriage storage on wheels for washer and dryer. And it'll make Jillian really happy. So now I'm going to go on to the next project.
They look great. I am so excited to finally get the laundry room organized. It was a hot mess in here, and I've been looking for bins to put under here that I could easily get in and out on wheels, and honestly could not find anything. They were either too small, not sturdy enough, or really expensive. So this is a really nice, inexpensive way to get organized. And I like how they can just roll out here, and then I have everything pretty much organized on what I use the most in this one. Then in this one, I just have all of our excess Costco stuff that I will eventually use but don't need right now. It's mainly bleach and vinegar. We stocked up a lot this last time we went to Costco. So really excited and glad it all worked out to make it easier to do laundry. Well, we have been receiving more packages for our sweet baby number 3 from you guys, and we are so thankful and blessed that you guys have been thinking of us and our baby that will soon be here. Harrison has been waiting patiently to open these, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
All right, well, while they're opening the first one, I just wanted to quickly show one of the packages that we had already opened and didn't say anything about. This is from Jason. Apparently, him and his wife, he said, made this. It's a little subscribed YouTube pillow. So thank you so much, Jason and family. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, so we're gonna put it on our couch so it doubles as a housewarming present and a pillow for our YouTube. So perfect. Thank you.
Ooh, what else we got, huh?
A shoulder.
Whoa. Okay.
I can read them.
Okay.
All right, so this one says, a gift for you. Okay, so it says, I have the same totes, carrier, and blanket for my baby boy. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. Best wishes to you and your family. And this is from Rachel.
Wow, thanks, Rachel. This is really nice. I have not had one of these with my other 2, and I saw this and I'm like, I need this to go shopping because it's really hard with Blakely to go grocery shopping when she takes up so much of the cart. So thank you so much. Look, it's a cart carrier.
That's pretty cool.
Cart seat carrier. The cart seat carrier for the grocery carts.
Wow.
Very nice. Oh, and then we got this blanket, a woodland forest blanket. Thanks, Rachel. This is probably what we're gonna use when we bring baby home. So thank you. This is nice. Very nice.
What is it? What is it?
All right, let's see what's in the box. Oh.
What's it?
So this is the piano kick and play gem.
Nice.
Oh,
There.
yeah.
Just to me?
I'll read it. All right. So this says, enjoy your gift from Mitzi.
Oh, thanks, Mitzi. Yeah, so this is the kick and play mat. It's got a piano, and the little ones can lay on it and kick away, and make music. So this will really come in handy for the baby and to keep them entertained and help strengthen them. So thank you so much.
What's next?
This one.
Okay. Whoa.
That's my bagel.
Well, somebody gave you this.
Oh, somebody bought Play-Doh for you and Sissy.
Whoa.
Oh, this one's very specific. It says, thought Harrison might enjoy getting a package from Kathy.
Oh, that is so sweet, Harrison.
Wow.
That is an octopus. You can put Play-Doh on them and make legs. So thank you, Kathy, for thinking of Harrison. Can you say thank you? Good job. Okay, louder. We have 4 more?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh, that's a lot of messages. All these gifts in this package are from Carol. And she says, I can't wait to meet new baby. I love you guys. Love your channel.
Oh.
Thank you for sharing with all of us. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
we really appreciate
you,
all of our
Carol.
viewers.
Yeah, what is it?
We got toothbrushes. Look at the dinosaur one.
Wow, that's nice.
So we got some new toothbrushes for you and Sissy and the new baby. And then we got the AccuDose pacifier, which is great for doing medication. If you guys have not tried this thing is a lifesaver when you're trying to give a baby medicine.
Yeah, we used that a lot with Harrison because he was very colicky. So.
Yeah, if you have a colic baby, that is a gift that you really would like to have. All right, and then we also got diaper changing pads. So this is great when we're on the go, which is a lot. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it, Carol. Okay, let's see what else we got here.
All right, let's see what this says here. It says, enjoy your gift from Nina.
Oh, so this is a robe that had on my baby registry.
Oh, is that for you?
Yeah, so this is like the nursing baby gown, hospital gown. So really appreciate being thought of. I know it's about baby, but mommy likes to be spoiled too. So thank you, Nina. It was really nice. I had a similar one with Blakely, and they're just so much more comfortable than the hospital gowns. And they're just a little bit more flattering than the hospital gowns. And you don't have to worry about covering yourself when you get up. So it is really nice. So, and it's great for nursing too. So thank you so much for thinking of me, Nina. I appreciate it.
All right, and this one says, may God continue to bless you and your beautiful family. Love your show, Evelyn.
Oh, thank you, Evelyn. Oh, it's a boppy cover.
Nice.
So one of the things that I use all the time every day is the boppy with nursing. And so this is perfect. And it's the woodland with the little fox and the bird. So too cute. So thank you, Evelyn. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Last one.
Yeah,
Last one.
open my favorite.
Says, enjoy your gift from Annie.
Oh, these are the baby food jars.
Oh, that's awesome.
So the Wee Sprout glass baby food storage jars. One of these, because we're not doing plastic anymore, we have done plastic for a long time, and these are really nice because you can just store baby food in them.
That is nice.
And they're like the perfect size too. So
Sweet.
yeah, these are really nice. So thank you so much, Annie. We will definitely put these to use. Yeah, and once again, we just wanted to say thank you guys for all the gifts. We don't expect them, but really appreciate it. We just really appreciate you being with us and a part of our family as we continue to grow. And since moving off grid, a lot of changes in the last few months. So we really appreciate you guys being there for us and supporting us because we really couldn't do it without you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And thanks again to all of you who are watching all the way up to the end. So we really appreciate that.
yeah.
And we can't wait to see you next time on Good Living Alaska. Bye.
Bye.